Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the third and final update video for the channel. And I must admit, I'm quite happy that this is the last one, because what I want to do, of course, is get back to making gameplay. That's what I love doing, and that's what, of course, I want to do going forward. So these videos have been a bit of a slog, but at the end of the day, they have been needed. I needed to get these out to you because I needed to make sure you guys are completely in the picture as to why I've been away, where I'm at now, and what the channel is going to be like in the future, which is of course what we'll be talking about today. So just quickly before we do start this video today, I wanted to make sure, if you haven't been notified of this, because sometimes YouTube doesn't notify my subscribers that I've released a video and it doesn't go into your feed, and I think this has happened with my last one, is that the present video has been released now. Gives you a little bit of an office tour of where I'm going to be recording going forward. So as I say, you may have missed that video because I don't think YouTube sent it out properly. So if you do want to go and watch that one, then by all means pause this, go and watch that one and come back to this afterwards. It is pretty good, it's worth a watch, and it gives you an idea of where I'm going to be recording going forward, which is of course all behind me here. So this is most likely going to be the longest of the three videos. Firstly, I apologise for that. I know a lot of you guys must have busy lives and it's hard to just sit down and watch a video for this long, and particularly me rambling on like this, like I am. But I feel like this is going to be the longest because I've got quite a lot to say. I want to make sure that you guys are absolutely clear with how the channel is going to be moving forward. But what I will say is that this is only going to be discussed with you guys once. I won't keep going on about it again in another update video. I'm sick of doing updates. I don't want to be a channel, as I said to you last time, where I'm just doing constant updates every few weeks. It does my head in. So yeah, this is the last, or first and last time I'll ever say it. And you know, I won't mention it in my gameplay videos going forward. So if you do ever find yourself in a position where someone has said on one of my videos, well, why is he going in this direction on the channel? Why has he changed what he's doing? Then at least what you can do is help me out and reply to that comment and link this video to them. So hopefully it will answer their questions. So I think the best place to start is about, well, why did I choose those lyrics? And why did I use that Da Vinci quote in that return trailer that I uploaded a couple of weeks ago when I announced my sort of teaser trailer to my return to YouTube? And it's because, well, firstly, reflection was the key word in the Da Vinci quote, and the lyrics of, you know, coming back, kind of change, but you look the same. And it's because, in a way, I have. The last 2.5 years with what's gone on, which of course I mentioned all in the past video, has made me change my way of thinking with YouTube. It has made me reflect upon what I want to get out of this going forward. And so yeah, I feel like I have changed a lot. The experiences that I've had in my life over the last couple of years have made me want to get different things out of YouTube. Because even though I've been away for the last 2.5 years, I've still made sure I've kept on top of what's going on in the community, constantly been watching other YouTubers' videos, of course Lionheart being the main one, and it's, you know, meant that I've still been able to keep on top of things in a way, giving me time to sit back, reflect, evaluate the landscape, and to, in effect, reevaluate what I want to get out of this. And since I have come back to YouTube, I have noticed that a few people have unsubscribed, which is absolutely fine. If you don't want to watch my content anymore and you've realised that you didn't unsubscribe from me 2.5 years ago, and I'm still in your sort of subscription list or your channel list, you see me upload again and then thought, you know what, I don't want to stay subscribed to him, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to stay. And I believe if you want to go, Persia is that way. Because all I want is, you know, for a core group of you guys to stay subscribed, watch the videos that I upload, be supportive, support each other, and I support you. That's how I want it to be. That's always how I've wanted it to be. And seeing the support that you guys gave me on the past video and the present video as well, but more so on the past video that I uploaded, it's made me realise this even more so now. Because I see YouTube now really as a hobby. I don't think I'll ever get to the point really where it will be a full-time job for me. Of course, that is a dream. It's a dream of any YouTuber to make this a full-time job. I mean, who wouldn't want to be recording videos, playing games and enjoying themselves, and that being their job as well? I mean, that is an incredible achievement to have and to be able to have done, and the dream job really, isn't it? To be able to have a hobby that is your job as well. I mean, you can't get any better than that, can you really? But at the same time, all credit to the guys who do this full time. because it comes with a lot of commitments. As you can imagine, it's their livelihood that is at stake here. You know, people like Lionheart, Surreal Beliefs, Alex the Rambler, Pixelated Apollo, Republic of Play, you name it, loads of them who do it full time. You know, it's difficult because it comes with, as I say, commitments, it comes with worries. You never know what YouTube is going to throw at you next. So yeah, to do it full time and to have your livelihood on the line with it can be a worrying thing. So as I say, all credit to the guys who do this as their job. But because I do this as a hobby, in a way, for me, it's quite relaxing. I never have to worry about my views, I never have to worry about the performance of the channel, because really, I've got nothing on the line. I've got nothing to prove, and in a way, nothing to lose. You know, I may not be relevant anymore, but it doesn't really matter. And to be quite honest with you, I don't really care. Because ultimately, all I care about, really, and this is honest, is my core group of followers and to be able to entertain you guys with the content that I release. That's all I want to get out of YouTube. It really is. And if we expand and we progress further, then that's great. It naturally happens at some point. It's organic growth, but that isn't at the top of my priority list anymore. The days of me worrying about analytics, about views, about new subscribers coming in, all that sort of stuff, it's gone. I really don't care about it anymore. I mean, I'll be honest, before I left in 2017, that was the top of my list. I always wanted to make sure I got early access. I always wanted to make sure I was getting more views, getting subscribers in and all that sort of stuff. And it wasn't healthy actually, because you became engrossed in it and it took over. And then that in turn affected the quality of your content, because all I was interested in doing in a way was to make sure I got a video out as quick as possible. I made sure I got a video out that was going to get me loads of views, and the content was not a priority. And so looking back, some of the videos were just absolute dog shit. They really were. And that's not what this is about. And when I started YouTube in the first place, that was not what it was about then either. So I've looked back at that and thought, yeah, this is why I need to reevaluate. And maybe this time away from YouTube is giving me the kick up the arse I needed to make sure I saw the right approach going forward that I want to do now. So I want to be in a position really where, of course, my content is at the top level that it can be, that I'm producing good, solid content for you guys. And also my approach to the videos, I want to become more natural, more relaxed with them, not be so uptight and structured in how they are. You know, just have a good time recording them, so you guys can sit there, watch the videos, and you can feel relaxed, you know, wherever you are, on your couch, on your bed, you know, chilling out at work, wherever it is, on the train going to work, wherever you watch my videos, I want you to feel relaxed. So that means I've got to be relaxed, I've got to be natural in how I am, so you guys can have that same feeling as well. And one thing that when I look back on it, I think is kind of sad. Is it frustrating? No, not really frustrating, more sad, because I suppose the work that I'd done, because even though, you know, I said, yeah, it was more me pushing for views and pushing for subscribers and all this sort of stuff, I did put a lot of hard work in those 3 years that I was doing YouTube before I left, and I had got to quite a good milestone in the channel growth, and I had achieved quite a lot. I got to go to some great places with Creative Assembly, things I never thought I'd ever be able to do beforehand. And I had got to that point where, before I left, I was definitely the second biggest Total War channel in the UK, obviously behind Lionheart. And I was about the sixth or seventh biggest Total War channel in the world. So, you know, that was quite a proud thing to be able to say, really. Having played the games for fun all those years ago, and then to be able to say that, you know, you're the seventh biggest channel in the world, or second biggest in the UK. And so, of course, while I've been away, all these channels that were, you know, had less subscribers than me have passed me by, have grown a lot bigger than I have now. And so, as I say, I've probably become irrelevant in a lot of people's eyes, and become a lot smaller than what I was used to. You know, these channels have gone way beyond my subscriber growth now, a lot bigger than what I am. So yeah, I think it's saddening. It's not frustrating, it's not disheartening, it's just sad that I had to let the channel go for so long, and this is the result of it. But it really is inevitable. It's the beast of YouTube. It's what YouTube is about. You know, if you're going to stop uploading, your videos aren't going to get out there in the algorithms, your views are going to drop, people are going to unsubscribe, your channel growth is going to completely plateau and probably decline. And as well, other channels that were smaller than you are going to, if they're carrying on uploading, will just pass you by. So it was, as I say, saddening and disheartening, and it did get me down a while back, but I've come to accept it now. It is what it is. I can't do anything about it. The only thing I can control is what I do going forward. And that kind of flows nicely into what the main part of this video is all about. The future and what I'm going to do in the future for the channel and how that affects you guys going forward as well. So before I came back to YouTube, I was just going to release a video to say, hi, I'm back. This is what happened in the past, and this is what the videos are going to be, or this is what the content is going to be going forward. But I thought, no, you guys need to be told the bigger picture, the full picture, as to why I'm changing things up and the reasons for that. Because ultimately it's all about this one channel approach that I want to do going forward. It's about you, me, all together moving the channel forward in the right direction. I want to be able to be putting you guys into a position, or more of a position, where you are having a direct impact on what content is released in the next few months, into next year and beyond, and create that great sense of a community spirit and feel within the Warrior of Sparta channel, the Spartans together. So the first thing that I want to make sure is back on the channel is consistency. I've mentioned this word quite a lot of times over the years that I've been doing YouTube. I've never really felt that it has been the case on the channel. Consistency is something that I feel is very important actually. It makes it that you guys are fully aware of what the channel is, what to expect from it, and you're not going to be surprised with things that happen, because you know what you're going to get out of me and what you're going to get out of the videos and what you're going to get out of the channel. That's the important thing. So that's what I've got to get back to, consistency. Because before I came back to YouTube and I was tidying up the channel over the last month or so, I was looking at my playlists, and the playlists really spoke volumes to me actually. They really did speak volumes, because they were absolute mess. They were just shit. They really were shit, because playlists would have campaigns on them which A, were never finished, which was always happening for me. I felt I always would never finish a campaign on Total War. At the time I didn't really think about it, but looking back I can understand it would have pissed people off. It really would have pissed people off. And also, what I would do is, because I was so worked up and sort of focused on views and things like that, I would keep changing the way that I did my videos in terms of the thumbnails would be changed. So I'd have a campaign playlist, and halfway through the playlist, I'd have a set thumbnail, and suddenly I'd start changing the way it looked, and I'd change the way I would title my videos and things like that. And as I say, I would never complete the campaigns that I was doing, and it was just a complete mess. And then I would change as well. I'd be like a campaign channel, then I'd become a news channel for Warhammer, then I'd just stop doing campaigns and I'll release videos about one-off battles, then I'd come back to campaigns again, then I'll go back to one-off battles, and it was just all over the place. And at the end, if I was a subscriber of my channel, I would think to myself, where's this guy going? He's just all over the place. There's no clear line here at all. So that's the first thing, consistency. Saying what you're going to do and stick to it. So really, I've got to make a promise to you, and that's why the parts of this video, making a promise to you to give my word in effect about being better, being consistent, finishing off campaigns, making sure the content that I release in a Let's Play is started and it's finished. And that's my promise, being consistent, finishing off the job and getting it done right. So that's one thing that I wanted to get over to you straight away. But really, that's where I want to take this channel. I want to take it back to where it all began, because when I first started doing YouTube, I released 3 campaigns for Total War Rome 2. That was Sparta, Rome and Egypt. So I started off the channel being a Let's Play campaign channel, and that's to an extent where I want to take it back to. So I wanted to mention actually a comment that was left on one of my videos, the past video I think it was, and I'm not calling this guy out, I'm not trying to diss him or anything like that, because what he said was actually quite true. It's a guy called Tim Donaldson, and he said, I don't want to see you fall into Let's Play trap. YouTube has changed. And yeah, he's absolutely right, and if you're watching this video, Tim, you are right. I quite agree with you. YouTube has changed. It is difficult now to do Let's Plays. They don't seem to be as popular or as or they don't do as well on YouTube as they used to. But Let's Plays suit me. They suit my lifestyle, and they suit, you know, what happens outside of YouTube, because I have a life outside YouTube. I've got a family outside of YouTube. I've got this house. I have commitments, so I can't dedicate all my time to the channel. You know, Let's Plays are fun. They still have the ability to entertain people. I enjoy making the content of them. They're hassle-free, and you don't feel as pressurized into making them. Or not pressurized into making them, but as pressurized making them is more what I should say. Because when I was doing the one-off videos, you know, 2017, 2016, I did feel a lot of pressure getting the content, having to record the gameplay. If it was battles, I had to do the replays, make sure the replays were right, make sure everything worked properly, and there was a lot of pressure to get them done, and it wasn't great. But Let's Plays are much easier to do, and I enjoy making them. As I say, I enjoy making them, and if I enjoy making them, hopefully you guys will be entertained watching them. Because the way I see it, right, is that if it doesn't do as well on YouTube, then okay, fair enough. As I say, it's not a massive priority to me. If I do these Let's Play series, and even if just one person enjoys it, brilliant. That's all I need to know. If it means that someone can come home from work, from college, from school, who's had a shit day or is just really tired, and they think to themselves, you know what, I'm going to watch one of Warrior Sparta's Let's Play videos. Bangs it on, watches it, and then feels happier at the end of it, or happier at the end of it than they were at the beginning of it, then that is perfect. If I can make someone's day a little bit better from just one episode of a Let's Play series, then I feel so much more satisfied, I really do, than getting 100,000 views on a video or 55 new subscribers in a day or anything like that. Doesn't bother me. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't care if Let's Plays don't do as well on YouTube anymore, because as I said to you at the beginning, it isn't about the views now, it's about entertainment, and I feel that I do best on a Let's Play campaign or a Let's Play series. That's where my personality comes out best. So if I can give that entertainment to someone who's had a shit day or is feeling really tired and wants a pick up, wonderful. I feel really happy about that. And you know, by all means, if you do feel like that in the future and you've had a shite day and you've watched a video of mine and you've enjoyed it, let me know in the comments. It'll make me feel even better. Because you can analyse your channel till the cows come home. You can analyse it in the analytics for the videos you're putting out, the length of videos you're putting out, the content of the videos, how quickly you're releasing them, how edited they are, all this sort of stuff, how many views you've had in the last 28 days, how many subscribers you've had, how much watch time you've had. And yeah, great, those are, to obviously a full-time YouTuber, very important. But there's one thing, and one thing alone, that I feel transcends all of those things, and that is personality. Personality is the absolute key for YouTube. Look at me with a pen. I feel like I'm giving you a lecture. But no, seriously, personality is the key. If you can have a great personality on YouTube, then you will find that people will buy into you more. And if they're bought into you and they are absolutely 100% believe in you, brilliant. And that beats anything else in my opinion. You have to get people to buy into you as a YouTuber. Because the dream for any YouTuber would be that they could release any content they wanted, no matter what it was, and they would know that people would watch them. That is awesome. That you could be in a position where you could do that as a YouTuber. Look at PewDiePie. He could release any video he wanted and he knew, or he would know, that he would get views because he's got a good solid group of people who just follow him day in, day out, because they are completely and 100% bought into him as a person. Obviously, let's not get ideas of grandeur here. I'm never going to get any fucking way near him at all. Nowhere near him. But if I can have that same sort of way about things on my channel, albeit in a very, 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 very small scale of that, then again, perfect. That's all I want. So when I do start releasing content again, which will be most likely in a week or so's time, I do aim to be uploading daily going forward as much as possible. Of course, I will be starting with a campaign on Troy. It's fitted very nicely to my return to YouTube, and so it's just natural and makes perfect sense that my first sort of campaign Let's Play is with Troy itself. Now, I was going to be doing a Let's Play faction vote video for Troy, but having seen who you can play as, I think there's only one real option, isn't there? It has to be Menelaus, King of Sparta. So I thought, you know what, don't bother, we don't do a faction vote. It's written in the stars who I'll be playing as. So that's who, of course, I'll be returning as in my first playthrough. I may do some more Troy campaigns in the future. If you enjoy the first campaign I do, I will definitely look to come back to it at another point and play as another faction. So this is where my next big point comes with this video, and that is that going forward I won't just be releasing Total War anymore. I'll be branching out into other games. Now, don't worry yourself and get alarmed and think, oh my god, he's leaving Total War. No, I'm not. I'm never leaving Total War. This channel was always built upon Total War, and so Total War will remain. That's absolute guarantee, okay? I just want to branch out into other games. So even though I'm branching out from Total War, I would never abandon Total War, because I know that a lot of you guys, in fact the vast majority of you guys who are subscribed to me, will have come to the channel, or the source of my channel would have come from videos of Total War. You know, you've seen them on YouTube, you've not been subscribed to me, and then you'd watch them, and then some of you would have subscribed to me for that content. So it's stupid for me to then turn my back on Total War, because it's turning my back on you as well. So it always makes me laugh when YouTubers release content of a certain game, they get loads of views on that video or group of videos of that game, which then have a massive influx in subscribers. Then they release other games that are not related to that, or the videos, sorry, that are not related to that, and wonder why the views are down. Well, it's because you're not releasing videos on that content, you're releasing videos on another content, and they didn't subscribe to watch them, they subscribed to watch something else. So I do expect that when I do release my non-Total War content, the views won't be as high. I've come to accept that, but it's what I want to do, because I feel that when I was doing Total War videos all the time, I was just getting burnt out. Because yeah, okay, the videos that I was doing were on different Total War games, you know, Medieval 2, Rome 2, Attila, Warhammer, Warhammer 2. So yeah, they were different games, Napoleon as well. But ultimately, the base foundation of the game was the same. You've got a campaign map, you capture regions, and you command units on real-time battles. That's always been the same across all Total War games. So the foundation is exactly, you know, the same from one game to the other. So it does grind you down a little bit if you're just constantly making videos on the same game in a way all the time. You kind of get burnt out. I remember I released a series on a Game of Thrones game, Telltale's Game of Thrones. Unfortunately, I think the company folded, so they never actually finished the game. It was going to be released in episodes, and you'd play the first episode, and then I think half a year later to release episode 2, half a year later to release episode 3. And I remember recording those videos, and I had such a great time with them. I really enjoyed recording them. I enjoyed making content, pressing record, speaking into the microphone, and just playing the game. I had a lot of fun with it. So that just shows that I want to branch out to enjoy making content a bit more, because before I left, as I say, I did feel burnt out. I felt like I was grinded down a bit by Total War, and it was tiring me out a bit. If I still do Total War, but then do other games as well, it's going to keep everything fresh. keep everything different. So it's still appeasing the Total War fans I've got on the channel, but I'm then still able to release other content on other games, so it keeps my motivation high. So I'm constantly going from one game to the next. Keeps my interest, my appetite for making content much higher, which then in turn would hopefully make the videos more entertaining for you to watch. I will be obviously releasing Troy when it comes out next week. Bang that out for about a week, and then start to integrate a couple of other Let's Play series into the channel that are not Total War related. Okay, so we'll integrate it all in together, and then when I finish that Troy campaign, I will then give you guys the chance to vote on another campaign that I'll do either on Troy or on another Total War campaign. So what I'm trying to say is that yeah, I'm branching out, but at the same time, every time there's a series on the channel, one of those will always be Total War. Okay, so that's something I want to get through to you guys, to make sure you are aware of this. I'm never turning my back on it. You guys will always be at the forefront of how the channel goes forward, so we do expect a lot of vote videos in the future. So when I finish a Total War campaign, as I say, you guys will vote for the next one, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So you always have that impact on how the channel goes forward. So yeah, as I say, first week I'll completely go hell for leather with Troy, get that out to you as much as possible, and then after about a week or so, I'm going to bring in 2 more non-Total War Let's Plays. One of them you'll be having a vote on as to which one I play as, which one I do first, and then the other non-Total War Let's Play is one that I'm definitely doing. It's a Let's Play that I will actually feel honoured to do. I'm not joking, I will feel honoured to be making this Let's Play. I don't care how many views it gets, I'm doing it. It's been out for nearly 2 years, and I am so excited for it. It's going to be just awesome to do. So that one is happening as well. So that will be out sort of middle to late August, as well as my other non-Total War Let's Play. Both of them middle to late August, and the Troy one starting hopefully at some point next week. So that's pretty much it for you. I know I've gone on quite a lot here, and I've probably rambled on quite a lot. It's difficult sometimes to get your point across, because you want to make sure you get everything you want to say out there, so you completely understand where I'm coming from. So yeah, if I have rambled, I apologise, but hopefully it is clear for you with what you're going to expect in the future. And for me, I suppose the hard work begins now, because even though, as I say, views aren't important to me anymore, subscriber gains aren't important to me anymore, entertaining is, and so I'm still going to try and work really hard, and this is where the hard work definitely begins now, but I'm going to try really hard to get gameplay out to you, so that you are in a position where you're being constantly entertained in a way. The flow of the Let's Play is at a good pace, because I don't want to be releasing a Let's Play series, one episode one day and then another episode a week later and then another episode the week after that. There's no flow to it. I want to keep the momentum of the Let's Plays going, so do expect that, as I say, consistency, but at hopefully a quicker pace. And if you watch my previous video about the present, you'll know why I can do that more now than I could do beforehand. I can be in a position now to be able to create content a lot quicker and better than I could do before. There's nothing worse than waiting for a week or so for the next episode, because you will very quickly get bored of that, and then you won't watch the videos because you won't be that bothered about it. But again, having my nan die a couple of years ago and everything that's happened since, that reflection has also made me realise that, time is ticking. I know it sounds a bit morbid, but time is ticking. Your life is ticking away. And when I'm 60, if I get to 60, hopefully, fingers crossed, or 70 or whenever, I'll look back. You want to think to yourself, well, you've achieved something. You've left something behind. You've left a legacy behind. And me doing these videos and me having this channel in the tiny corner of the internet, maybe in years to come when I've gone, someone may come across my videos and that legacy of me is left behind. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to leave something behind, and this is why it's so important for me that I get this right now going forward, and that's why the hard work most definitely begins now. But when it's all said and done, all I actually want to do is just play a game, record it, have some fun, speak into a microphone with my voice, and just hopefully entertain someone. And if I do entertain someone, then I've done my job. It is as simple and as straightforward as that. And that really is the core for any YouTuber. Be there to make someone's day a little bit brighter. And if I can do that, bingo. Awesome. Job is done. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. That's it now. I've made my intentions completely clear now. You've known why I went away for that time. You now know where I'm going to be set up now for my YouTube channel going forward. And you now know how the channel is going to be in the future. Thank you for all your support over the last few videos. It's been incredible. This is why I felt so empowered to make this video and to say what I said, because it just shows from the 2 other videos how much you do hold me in regard, and it means a lot. Keep the support going. We're going to have some quality journeys together. We're going to have some great adventures down the line. I really can't wait to share them with you. It really excites me. You know, and that's the great thing with Let's Plays. You can have a journey and you can share that journey with someone. A one-off video is great in some ways. It has an high impact and it's entertaining in some ways, but a Let's Play series creates a journey, and if I can share that journey with all you guys, then just brilliant. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun, guys, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Let me know any thoughts, of course, down below in the comments. I look forward to hearing from you. Keep the support going, it means a lot, and until Troy, take care and farewell.